Hello students, in our previous lecture I had shown how to plot the graph. Actually that was activity, and in that activity I had given the idea how to plot the graph of the equations. Now we are coming for solution with the help of graphical method. Solution of the given equation. So it is of two types, means you can be given direct equation to solve or you will be given word problem to solve. Here in exercise 3.1 the first question is, in this question we need not to find the solution of the equation, but we have to represent the equations in graphical form. So in the question, I am reading the question, see this. Aftab tells his daughter, 7 years ago, I was 7 times as old as you were then. Also, 3 years from now, I shall be 3 times as old as you will be. Represent this situation algebraically and graphically. Means first we have to form the equations, and then after we have to plot the graph for the equation. In this one, no need to find the solution, just we have to represent the graph. See, very interesting thing, we have to make the equation, very important thing, this one. Now let's see in the question, two persons are, one is father and other is daughter, and we use two variables in the equations. So we are talking about the ages of two persons, so we'll assume two variables for their ages, and every time in case of age we assume the present age of the persons. We assume present age. So here Aftab is the father and his daughter. So I am writing the solution, how to form the equation. Try to understand. Let, like this, present age of father be x in years, it is in years, and present age of daughter be y years. Ages are in years. Now we read this situation. Suppose you are 15 years old this time. So what would be your age before 3 years? Means if you are talking about the age before the present age, so what we do, we subtract that much time from your present age. Like 3 years ago, what were your age? Means 15 minus 3, 12. What will be your age after 3 years? Means 15 plus 3. So here in the question, Aftab tells his daughter 7 years ago. Means this time Aftab is of x years and his daughter is of y years. So 7 years ago both will be younger. So we find the first situation, we write like this. Case first, like this. 7 years ago father's age will be x minus 7, and 7 years ago daughter's age will be y minus 7. Let us compare their ages at that moment. Means 7 years ago, what was the comparison? So we write the ages of both persons on two sides of equal, like x minus 7 is equal to y minus 7. See, x minus 7 is father's age 7 years ago, y minus 7 is daughter's age 7 years ago. Now let's see. Father was 7 times. Father was 7 times. Here I have written equal sign between their ages. So are the ages of daughter and father equal? No. So to make them equal, what to do? Either you can divide the father's age by 7 because it is 7 times, or you can multiply daughter's age by 7. So whatever you think easier you can adopt. I am multiplying the daughter's age by 7 because father was 7 times. I have made daughter's age 7 times. So what to do? Let us simplify. X minus 7 is equal to 7y minus 49. Bring x and y together. We have x minus 7y is equal to minus 49 plus 7. X minus 7y is equal to minus 42. We have got equation number 1. Now, second situation. What it says? I was 7 times. This is also 3 years from now. Means after 3 years. After 3 years. He will be 3 times. Father is always father. He will be older than daughter. So, we write case second. We write like this. After 3 years. Father's age. He will be 3 years older. So x plus 3. After 3 years, daughter's age will be y plus 3. Again we will compare their ages. So here x plus 3 father's age is equal to y plus 3 daughter's age. Now again father is 3 times. To make them equal, either divide the father's age by 3 or multiply the daughter's age by 3. So I am multiplying daughter's age by 3. Simplify. X plus 3 is equal to 3y plus 9. Bring this y this side. X minus 3y is equal to 9 minus 3, or x minus 3y is equal to 6. Equation number 2. So this is your first answer. Question was represent the situation algebraically. So in form of algebra we have got the situation, equation number 1 and equation number 2. Now we have to represent this situation graphically. So I have told how to plot the graph. We have to plot the graph of the equation. Just I am going to tell you. Yesterday I told how to plot the graph. Again I am repeating this. Try to understand. See, we have the first equation. This one. So from first equation we can find the value of any of the variable in form of other. Like I am writing. See this. From equation 1. Find the value of x. So x is equal to 7y minus 42. X is equal to 7y minus 42. And for every value of y you choose, you will get different values of x. Alright. Now see, I am making a table here for at least 3 values and try to get whole numbers x and y. See. Since this is negative number, to put the value of y positive, so that negative and positive you can get a smaller number. I am taking like this, put y is equal to 6. You may choose any one. So we have x is equal to 7 into 6 minus 42. 7 6 are 42 minus 42 0. So we have y is equal to 6, then x is equal to 0. We have got one value. Now put y is equal to 5. Put y is equal to 5. Then x is equal to 7 5s are 35. I am writing directly 35 minus 42. This gives you what? Minus 7. Minus 7. 42 minus negative and positive. So we have x is equal to minus 7 and y is equal to 5. Put y is equal to 7. Y is equal to 7. Put y is equal to 7. Then x is equal to 7 into 7 minus 42. 7 is 42. 49 minus 42 is 7. So we have got x is equal to 7 and y is equal to 7. So we have got 3 points, 0, 6, minus 7, 5, and again we have 7, 7. We have got 3 values. Similarly, from equation number 2, get the value of x. X is equal to 3y plus 6. 3y goes into right, becomes positive. And again form a table for at least 3 values. We have x and y. See, since both the numbers are positive, if you take any number by addition, it will be a larger number. Since we have small space, so I am taking one negative number. I am taking y is equal to minus 2. Suppose, put y is equal to minus 2. Then x is equal to minus 6 plus 6 is equal to 0. Y is equal to minus 2, then x is equal to 0. Second one, if you put y is equal to minus 1, put y is equal to minus 1, then x is equal to 3 into minus 1, minus 3 plus 6 is equal to 3. Y is equal to minus 1, then this is 3. Now we take y is equal to minus 3. Y is equal to minus 3. Put y is equal to minus 3. Then x is equal to minus 9 plus 6 is equal to minus 3. 3 is 9, minus 9 plus 6, minus 3. Y is equal to minus 3, then x is equal to minus 3. So we have got the point 0, minus 2, 3, minus 1, and 3, minus 3, minus 3. So we have got the point. Now I am going to plot the graph in a small scale here. See, here I am plotting the graph. Your axis, x and y axis. You can choose the scale. 1 is equal to 1 unit. So I am making the grid. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Here also we can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Here negative minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6 and so on. This side we have minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6 and minus 7. Since we don't need to find the answer, we are not going to find the solution. Just we have to plot the graph. Alright, let's see. The first point, I am plotting the first point of first equation. 0, 6. X is equal to 0, y is equal to 6. This point, we have 0, 6. Another point, minus 7, 5. Minus 7 is here, 5 is suppose here. Minus 7, 5. Another one is 7, 7. We have x is equal to 7 and y is equal to 7. Maybe this point. 7, 7. Alright. Now let's see. Join all these 3 points. you will see that 3 points are in the same line, straight line. And after this, write the equation here. What was the equation? X minus 7y is equal to minus 42. Means for this equation, this line is represented. Now for line 2, equation 2, we have 0 minus 2. This point, make it visible by taking point 3 comma minus 1, 3 and minus 1. This point, this was 0 minus 2. This point is 3 comma minus 1. Another point is minus 3 minus 3. X is equal to minus 3 and y is equal to minus 3. Let be this point. We have minus 3 minus 3. And again join these 3 points. You will have a straight line. You will have a straight line. And again write the equation. Write the equation. What was the equation? X minus 3y. X minus 3y is equal to 6. So simply we had to plot it the equation. In the question it was given that represent the situation algebraically and graphically. Answer was not required. So algebraically means we had to form the equations, and graphically or geometrically, so we have to plot the graph. Is it okay? Okay. Now students, question number 2 of exercise 3.1. I am reading the question. The coach of a cricket team buys 3 bats and 6 balls for rupees 3,900. Later he buys another bat and 3 more balls of same kind for rupees 1,300. Represent the situation algebraically and graphically. The same thing. Now see, 2 items are bats and balls, and we use 2 variables. So we have to form the equations. Let's see. I am finding the 2 variables. Let cost of 1 bat rupees X and cost of 1 ball is rupees Y. Now in first situation, case first. In first case, we are given 3 bats. Cost of 1 bat is X rupees. Then cost of 3 bats is 3X rupees. Cost of 1 ball is Y rupees. Then cost of 6 ball is 6Y rupees. Together with it is 3,900. So see, this is 3X plus 6Y is equal to 3,900. Now let's see students, if you have any common number in all 3 terms, so you can reduce the equation. See, we can divide this equation by 3. So what is this? We can write or X plus 2Y is equal to 1,300. Equation number 1. Now in second situation, I am writing case second. Case second. Given, now he buys another bat, means 1 bat. Another bat, number is not given, means 1 bat. And 3 more balls, means 1 bat and 3 balls for rupees 1,000. Now in second case, he buys another bat. Another bat means 1 bat. So we have X plus 3 more balls. So 3Y is equal to 1,300. Equation number 2. Now let's see students. Practically this question is not correct, because here in this first equation 1 bat and 2 balls are rupees 1,300, and in equation number 2 1 bat and 3 balls of same cost. So this question is practically not correct according to the book. But since we have to find the graph only, answer is not required, so we can plot the graph, no problem. So I am going through the question, just you have to practice the graph. Answer is not required. It doesn't matter what is the problem. So equation number 1 and equation number 2, we have to form the two situations. So this is your answer first. We have got the situation algebraically. Now for geometrically or graphically, we will form the table and the same value. Let's see. I'm taking from equation 1, x is equal to 1300 minus 2y. Form a table. At least for three values, x and y. Three values. See, we have a large number 1300, means it is multiple of 100. So you can put the value of y in multiple of 100. Is it? Like if you put y is equal to 500, then x is equal to 1300 minus 1000 is equal to 300. So y is equal to 500, then x is equal to 300. Now put y is equal to 600. Put y is equal to 600, then x is equal to 1300 minus 1200 is equal to 100. This is x is equal to 100 and this one is 600. Put y is equal to 400. Put y is equal to 400, then x is equal to 1300 minus 800 is equal to 500. X is 500 and this is 400. So we have got the points. See, 300 comma 500, another 100 comma 600 and 500 comma 400. Now for equation 2, from equation 2, once again we can find the value of x. X is equal to 1300 minus 3y. Again form the table and put three values of x and y. Again put value of y in multiple of 100. Put y is equal to 300. Then x is equal to 1300 minus 900. We have 400. So y is equal to 300. This one is 400. Put y is equal to 500. Put y is equal to 500. Then x is equal to 1300 minus 1500 minus 200. X is equal to minus 200 and this is 500. Put y is equal to 400. Put y is equal to 400. Then x is equal to 1300 minus 1200 is equal to 100. This x is equal to 100. This is 400. Now your points are 400 comma 300 minus 200 comma 500 and 100 comma 400. Now I have got the points for the two lines and you know how to plot the graph. This time your scale will be of 100 unit. Like you may take like this. Suppose I am giving the clue. This is 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 and so on. This side also minus 100, minus 200, this one also, and take the point, plot the graph. It doesn't matter what is the answer, just you have to plot the graph. Alright, so you can practice yourself. To the last question of the exercise, third question, I am reading it. Cost of 2 kgs of apples and 1 kg of grapes on a day was rupees 160. After a month, the cost of 4 kgs of apple and 2 kgs of grapes is rupees 300. Represent the situation algebraically and graphically. The same question. No need to find the cost. We have to plot the graph and we have to form the equation. Two items are, and we use two variables. Let's see how to plot, how to find. Let cost of 1 kg of apple is rupees X and cost of 1 kg of grapes is rupees Y. Now in first case, what is given? See, cost of 1 kg of apple. So 1 kg of apple X rupees, and what is given? 2 kg of apple. Sorry, 2 kgs of apples. So 2 kg of apples, that is 2x, and 1 kg of grapes, that is 1y. Means we have 2x plus y is equal to, rate is given rupees 160. Equation number 1. In second case, we are given cost of 4 kg of apples. So 1 kg of apple X rupees, 4 kg of apple 4x rupees, plus 2 kg of grapes 2y is equal to, we have total cost is 300. Equation number 2. So this is your first answer. It is algebraically. Now you have to plot this graph yourself. In the first question, I had plotted the graph. In second question, I found the points and you were to plot the graph. Now in third question, you have to find the point yourself and you have to plot the graph. See, I am telling you one thing. You can check the graph like A1 upon A2. See, A1 upon A2, 1 upon 2. B1 upon B2 is 1 upon 2. C1 upon C2 is not 1 upon 2. So A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 but not equal to C1 upon C2, means you will have parallel lines. This concludes your algebraic method. Now after that you have to plot the graph yourself. You will find the points yourself and you will plot the graph. Now this is the last question. If you face any problem, you may contact on WhatsApp. My number is given there on YouTube. So you can contact me on that number. Alright. Thank you very much.